fingerprints, no DNA. Nobody laying right here with me. No ransom note or cause for demands. No weapons, motives for me to see.
Well, one unsolved mystery after the other. Want to know where Grayson has been? We're about to find out. Thanks for joining us, Grayson. New song, Unsolved Mystery.
Thanks for having me on. Yeah, new banger. I'm ready to get it across the airwaves of Australia, and thanks for all the support from you guys over the years. It's been great.
Well, you're actually based in Nashville now, aren't you?
Yeah, I've been in Nashville for a while. Unfortunately, with everything going on in the world right now, it's kind of near impossible to get back home, but I'm a proud Nova Castrian, and the minute I can get on a plane, I'm going to go home and have a surf and a nice cold beer.
Oh, sounds good. What's the entertainment like out there? Are you able to get back out there and perform?
It started back up. I was in Missouri last weekend. This weekend, I'm up in Iowa playing at a couple of casinos. And that was the norm before COVID. You know, most weeks I was on the road 3 or 4 days. But with COVID, it pretty much shut down for at least 12 months. It kind of picked up over the summer months, which is the Australian winter. But now that it's getting colder, which at the moment it's bloody freezing, which is making me homesick, it's starting to quieten down, and this new Omicron variant's kind of putting a lot of question marks on festivals and things for next year. So it's a kind of wait and see thing at the moment. Broadway's still busy as ever in Nashville, which is cool, but a lot of the real playing gets done on the road over here, and that's still kind of, it's not what it was.
The thing is that the music is still going, whether we can get out there or not. We're still making music and we're still releasing it, which is a fantastic thing, because I think people are appreciating more of the music these days than what they ever did, because they do have time to sit down and actually listen to the lyrics of a song as well. So tell us a little bit about Unsolved Mystery.
You know, on the surface, it sounds like a love song gone wrong, but it's more about unexpected loss. Whether you lose a job, whether you lose a mate, whether you lose your normal day-to-day, which we all have in the last year and a half. You know, I kind of focus on mental health for this one. I lost my father a few years ago, and when I lost him unexpectedly, my mental health just went. And when you lose one of those important things, such as mental health, it really leaves you trying to solve a mystery. And I wrote this one deep in the pandemic after losing my father, and this is what came out of it. You know, I tell everyone that you always should talk about your mental health and have a chat with someone, because if you don't talk to people, they're not going to hear you.
100%. Was the song actually healing for you to write?
Definitely. You know, we do so many co-writes in Nashville where we sit down in a room of 3 or 4 guys and we just sit there and try and write a hit. It's such a weird process for someone like myself that grew up in Newcastle that just used to write by himself or write with my brother. So this one I wrote by myself, and yeah, it definitely was healing, and it was one of those songs where I finished it, felt great about it, and I knew I had something pretty special at the end.
What is it like when you go into a studio for somebody else and you're doing their music, or you're mixing their stuff, you're producing their stuff? Do you take some tips from what they're doing and add that to what you want to do on a personal basis?
You know, I never really feel the pressure of producing for somebody else. It's more fun. I feel like it's very stressful when I'm recording and producing for myself. I want everything to be, you know, almost robotic, which over the years I've learned to kind of back off a little bit, thank God, because they can send you crazy listening to the same mix over and over and over and over again. It's more fun producing someone else's stuff, and, you know, when you get paid to be in a room full of musicians with people that have toured with Carrie Underwood, Tim McGraw, Keith Urban, and you're usually in charge of them and telling them what to do, it reminds you, especially when you're having an off day thinking, you know, what the hell am I doing in Nashville? I'm on the other side of the world. You have that day where you're like, okay, this is why I moved here, because these are the things that I can't do back in Australia.
So what would be on top of your bucket list wish to do, say, over the next 5 years?
Next 5 years? Well, the new deal I have with Sony is I have, including Unsolved Mystery, I have 3 singles coming out, and hopefully I get enough traction with these 3 songs to go into the studio and do a big album. And on the top of my bucket list would to be a #1 ARIA country single in Australia. I don't care about the Billboard. I want one in my own backyard.
Sounds like a great plan to have. So, guys, you can all help by getting Grayson to those #1s in the ARIAs here. Check him out on all his social media pages. Just the usual things, is it, Grayson? Like Facebook, Instagram, all that sort of stuff?
All of that. My wife's been trying to get me onto TikTok, but I don't understand it because I'm getting old. So if you want to get on my website, which is www.grayson, Grayson, music.com. All the links to everything else are up there, and it's quite easy to use, and you can listen to all my other songs and see lots of funny photos of myself.
Grayson, thank you very much for joining us. The song is called Unsolved Mystery, and we'll give it a play right now.
Thank you so much, and if you spin it enough and get me to number one, I'll definitely be able to come home and shout you a beer.
Sounds like a plan.
Unsolved